fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit represents a more comprehensive view of budgetary imbalance. It is widely used as a budgetary tool for explaining and understanding the budgetary development in India. Fiscal deficit refers to excess of total expenditure over total receipts, excluding borrowing during the given fiscal year. Okay, so deficit, in the sense, the word deficit means shortage. Okay, insufficient. That we will call it as deficit. So financial deficit, in the sense, that means that during the particular accounting year, the entire total expenditure, okay, so total expenditure of the country will be more than the total receipts. Okay, so previously we have discussed about revenue deficit. Revenue deficit, in the sense, only the revenue. We might be running a business, the revenue of that business will be less compared to the expenditure. So there is an example I have quoted. So the entire country's what revenue receipts will be less than the expenditure. So it implicates expenditures is more than the receipts income. Okay. Now we are about to discuss fiscal deficit. Fiscal, in essence, accounts, the money. So during the budgetary year, the total means, for example, revenue receipts plus capital receipts. These are the total receipts, and total expenditure is what? Revenue expenditure plus capital expenditure. So the overall total expenditure is more than the total receipts. So we will excluding borrowing. Borrowing, in the sense, what? Actually, even borrowing also one of the capital receipts, but we will not include this current year borrowings. Okay, current year, the present fiscal year or accounting year borrowings is சேர்த்த வேண்டாம். Instead of that, the previous year's borrowings and the interest we can able to include. Okay, so fiscal year, in the sense, during the given accounting year. So this is what fiscal deficit. Got my point? So fiscal deficit refers what? The overall country's expenditure, total expenditure will be more than the total receipts. Okay. So the formula to identify fiscal deficit is total expenditure minus total receipts. But we need to exclude borrowings. Okay. So apart from that, we can able to include expenditure minus total receipts. We will get fiscal deficit. So what says the implication of fiscal deficit? First one is debt trap. What do you mean by debt trap? So for example, we will borrow from one country. So to repay that interest, again we will borrow from another person or another country. So continuously to manage, we will borrow from one person to another person. Finally, we will be in debt trap. Trap, in the sense, what? It's a like bird trap or another or um, we can say it as a that hunter, they used to keep a trap to catch the bird. இல்லையா? தமிழ்ல என்ன சொல்லலாம் ட்ராப்னா? வலை. Okay, so fine. So இதுல வந்து debt trap அப்படின்னாக்க, when our fiscal expenditure is more compared to the receipts, that is total expenditure is more than the total receipts, then finally what will happen? First thing is debt trap. Debt trap na இப்போ first, for example, I will borrow from Pravi. Then I have to pay Pravi principal amount plus interest. So in case if there is no income, what I will do? I will borrow from Indu and I will pay my debt to the Pravi. I will pay interest. Again, to pay Indu, I will borrow from Kavishri. So I will borrow from money from Kavishri and I will pay to the Indu. So finally, like this, we will borrow from one person to another person to balance the shortage, finally we will be in debt trap. Got my point? That is the first implication. And second implication is inflation. Inflation means what? Increase in price. You can see all the prices like gold price will increase, petroleum price will increase, onion price, or else all the prices will be increase in prices called inflation. So when our total expenditure is more compared to revenue receipts, what will happen? So to balance that, we need to increase the price. Yes or no? So when we increases the price, automatically what will happen? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible, guys? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So, second thing, okay. So when government mainly borrow from RBI to meet its fiscal deficit. So RBI prints new currency to meet the deficit requirement. It increases the money supply in the economy, which leads to increase in general price level and create inflationary pressures. Okay. Usually our state government actually in chapter 6 we have discussed the functions of RBI. Bankers bank, government bank, then currency and authority, yeah, currency authority. I will remember.
Yes, sir.
Then lender to the last resort. These are all the functions of commercial bank. Sorry, functions of central bank. So it is the banker to the government. Okay, what is RBI? So when there is a shortage of finance, so RBI, the government will borrow money from RBI. So RBI lend money. So again, RBI has to print new currencies. Okay, so finally, what will happen? There will be more inflation. Inflation in the sense what increase in prices all over the India. So that is the second implication. And third one is foreign dependence. So we need to expect other country. For example, just now there is a shortage of oxygen. Well, then what happened? We are depending other country, right? From Saudi Arabia, I think they have from Saudi Arabia we got oxygen. From Singapore we got 500 tons of oxygen. Like that, we have to depend other countries for finance. I am talking about fiscal in the sense finance. So when there is a shortage of finance, that means expenditure is more than the income. Then what we have to do? So we need to look forward for the other country, and we need to borrow from them. That makes more foreign dependence. And last one is what? Hampers the future growth. Hamper. What is the meaning of hamper? It will entirely it will affect, okay, the future growth. You can take the countries like poor countries like Sudan, Kenya, Nigeria. What will happen? So their economy completely gone. Now they are underdeveloped country. So we can call India as a developing country, Pakistan developing country. So what Sri Lanka developing country. But the countries like Sudan, Kenya, Nigeria, so Iraq, still underdeveloped country. So what happened? Because a government is borrowing too much of money from other countries, and the future, the country's citizen future is totally hampered. Clear? Previously, I've told you one example. Do you remember? There is a country called Nauru. Do you remember? They made so much of wealth then with the help of this bird shit. ஞாபகம் இருக்கா?
Yes, sir.
The country called Nauru. It is actually it is near Australian continent, and they made their country's GDP number one in the world in 1980s with the help of this bird shit. It contains more fertilizer for the water plants. So they have exported to various countries. And what happened? They just extracted all the resources. And what happened, they was number one in GDP in the entire world. Okay, so slowly what happened, government said to their people, no need to work. Okay, we are giving you money. Our government have excess of money, surplus of money, so you did just stay back in your home, we will give you money. Like that, they contributed money to their country people. And finally what happened, all the people in the country Nauru, they become fat. So the fattest country in the world list will become Nauru, will become number one. And second thing, slowly they just overutilized that resources. They didn't invest anything in their country. So finally, they completely they extracted that natural resources. Then at last, their country's economy slowly falls down in 90s, initial 90s. And later what happened, சுத்தமா அவங்களுக்கு ரெவென்யூவே இல்ல. Then all their people, citizens of Nauru, become very fat, and they become lazy, and they didn't go, and they can't able to work. The country's economy totally collapsed. So actually, that was the thing will happen. So it now, still now, they are now they are underdeveloped countries list. Their entire future got affected. That is the word we will call it as what, hampered future growth. Are you all there with me, guys? Can you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So now we will compare the fiscal deficit and revenue deficit. Okay, fiscal deficit. So it shows meaning of fiscal deficit. It shows the excess of total expenditure over total receipt, excluding borrowings. Okay, so and the total expenditure of the country will be more than the income of the country. Okay, whereas the revenue deficit, in the sense only it's focused only on revenue. Okay, so revenue, our government, we used to get revenue with tax, non-tax, even tax. We can go for direct tax, indirect tax. So these are all the sources we are getting revenue. So when revenue receipts is over than the expenditure, we will call it as revenue deficit. So indicator, so fiscal deficit, what it indicates, what it shows us. Deficient in the sense shortage. When there is a shortage in finance, it shows that we have to borrow more money to balance the government, to run the government. So it indicates borrowings. Okay. So when there is a shortage of finance in the government, we need to borrow money and we need to run the government. So what about revenue deficit? What revenue deficit indicates? It indicates inability of the government to meet the regular and recurring expenditures. Okay, for example, the regular activities like direct tax, GST, then license fee, penalty fee. These are all the sources where we can able to make money. These are all the receipts for our country's revenue. So what happened? That shows the government is not enabled, not capable to make more money compared to the what. That is the reason expenditure is more compared to the receipts. So these are the two difference between fiscal deficit and revenue deficit. Have you all got my point? Ravi, just pass it, ma. Just pass. Sources of financing fiscal deficit. What are the sources? So fiscal deficit is shortage of finance. Total expenditure of the country will be more compared to the total receipts. So how can we able to make it normal? First thing is only first option is we can borrowings. So fiscal deficit can be made by borrowing from internal sources, public commercial banks, or external sources, foreign government, international organization like Swiss Bank, International Monetary Fund. In the Maridi. So first source to what for financial deficit is what? borrowings, internal source. We can able to borrow from sometimes we can borrow from private sectors, even we can borrow from RBI. These are all the internal sources. External means we can borrow from other countries like developed countries like Saudi Arabia, America. We can borrow and either some organizations, World Bank. Okay, so I like that we can borrow. That is the first source. Second thing is what deficit financing. That is printing of new currency. Government may borrow from RBI against its securities to meet the fiscal deficit. So RBI new currency for this purpose. So RBI issues new currency for this purpose. So this process is known as deficit financing. Okay. So first we can able to borrow from internal sources and external sources, and second thing is either we can our RBI central bank, either they can able to print more currencies to overcome this fiscal deficit. Okay, next one is the last deficit is what? Primary deficit. So primary deficit refers to difference between fiscal deficit of the current year and interest payment on the previous borrowing. Okay, so we know fiscal deficit in the sense what uh, fiscal deficit is total expenditure is more than the total receipts. We need to exclude borrowing மட்டும் நம்ம எடுத்துக்க கூடாது. But here in primary deficit, what we have to do? So current year's borrowings and previous year interest. Okay, difference between current year fiscal deficit in current year. நமக்கு whatever the amount shortage in this current year and whatever the interest we have paid for the previous borrowings. Okay, we might borrow from Saudi Arabia, America, or else RBI. We have to, the government has to pay the interest. We in the sense government here. Okay, so the central government has to pay the interest. So that amount is called as primary deficit. Once again I repeat, primary deficit is what the difference between current year's fiscal the difference between the current fiscal deficit and the interest what we have to pay for the previous year போன வருஷத்துக்கு previous year previous financial year உடைய interest we need to minus. So finally we can able to get primary deficit. Have you all got my point, guys? Can you able to understand what is primary deficit? The current year's financial deficit in the version clear finance deficit minus the previous year interest what we have paid, that we will call it as what primary deficit. Clear?
Yes, sir.
You all got my point? Girls, are you all there? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No doubts. Okay. So Pravi, you can pass.